Hi everybody, I'm Max Farrell from Panther Kenpo here in Morrisville, PA. I'm very excited to bring this awareness of this event that we're going to have on June 22nd called Panther Kenpo's Katathon. Now, a Katathon is a 24-hour event that we created to do all of our katas repetitively over a 24-hour period. That means for 24 hours, there's always going to be somebody on this big old mat up here doing a kata at some time. There'll be no rest for that process. Now, it doesn't mean I'm going to be doing them for the full 24 hours, but somebody from our school will be doing a kata during that time. Now, why are we doing this very physically intense process? Because we're simply bringing awareness to three major programs that we've created. The first program is called Panther Guardians. Panther Guardians is a program that we've created for our local community children as well as adults and schools to bring awareness to bullying. Not only just what bullies are, but how to deal with the process on not allowing our children to become bullies in the first place. These concepts and awareness is brought to you by our school's philosophies of right and honor and the availability to know when and when not to challenge a bully and how to work within that process. Our second program is another simple program called Qigong for Autism. Now, Qigong for Autism is taking the act of Qigong, sort of like Tai Chi, and applying it to children that either are on the spectrum or have autism, been diagnosed with autism, and even for adults at that point too, even with ADHD children as well, to help them through the process of learning how to move smoothly through this world where energy is all around us and swirling uncontrollable. The third and final program that we're going to bring awareness to is dementia. One of our instructors personally suffered with it, but I think we've all been touched at some point or another with somebody in our family or our direct friendship having dementia that affect their family and created a large issue within our family and friendships that are out there. I think that is a big program to bring some awareness to. And we're doing this to bring that awareness so we can generate capital for these programs that we're going to be building. Now, how can you be involved? There's several different ways. The first way is to be a kata demonstrator yourself. I know if you don't know what the katas are, that's okay. We can actually send you some programs for it. But this is mostly for our students here of the school, as well as any other martial art that may have a kata that they would love to demonstrate. Now, we're trying to keep it with like-minded schools within the region. So if you do Taekwondo or Shotokan, or you have another martial art that has a kata, please fill out the form and information below and let us know what you would like to do. We're more than welcome to invite anybody through that process. That gives you also the availability to be sponsored. And what that means in the next section, you can get a personal sponsor that would sponsor you to do the katas for however many hours you would like to do it. We'd like to see you at least do it for an hour, and you can split that up over 15-minute times very slowly, or you can do one kata for an entire hour or what have you. Now, that sponsor can pay per hour that you're going to be doing that in increments of $10 at that level. And each one of those will sponsor you through the process. Now, if you've got one sponsor or two or three, your name will be on a list that you can be sponsored, or you can keep your name private and only have your family or friends sponsor you at that point. Another way is to have a local business sponsor the kata goers or kata demonstrators. Now, if you're a business and you want to sponsor one of the kids doing a kata, or even one of us higher end black belts, or I'm a senior professor here, 7th degree black belt, but we have other black belts that will be doing katas during that time as well, or even one of the other martial artists that you would want to sponsor as well. And that's being a business and personally sponsoring one of the kata goers. Another way as a business can be involved is that you can sponsor the school in total. This would take a little bit larger donation. It's a one-time amount that you can give. And at that point, you would receive a certain amount of things from our marketing, as well as be put in a list, almost like a contributor list and sponsor list. And all that information will constantly go out there. And if you have any, and that's with anybody, there's a donation page. So there's a sponsor page and a donation page. And every dollar is counted for that process and will go to one of these three programs. When we have our Panther Guardian program also gives away karate for free to local families that can't afford it. They'll apply for it and sponsor them to have a karate. That for every $75, that's one child per month, that if we raise that money, that we're going to be able to give those away. If we can fill that margin, then boy, have we done well, and I have a lot of people to thank for that. Another way for this process to take on success is in the act of Qigong for Autism. That money will go to helping us supply the class get the kids here, get them on board the mat, and for every $75 of that, it gives them months worth of classes for free with this process. A lot of the families that are out there don't have the availability to use their insurance or have that to give them that kind of access to calming them down and helping them get into a program. And then finally, in the laws of dementia, of learning how to work around that and supplying different companies to come on board and help us. This is also going to bring awareness to companies that want to help battle dementia to pair with us and get in that program to show the world and bring attention to dementia. Down below, there's a form to fill out, whether you can click on one of the buttons that you want to be a Kata demonstrator or a business sponsor, right? So you click on that, it'll take you to 2 different ways that you can do it, as well as just a donation button that'll be down below. Fill out the form, get involved. It's June 22nd. It'll be at 12 noon. Well, the program will physically start, but we'll be here all morning long preparing and setting up, so you can also help with that process as well. I'm Max Farrow from Panther Kenpo. I'm really excited about this program that's about to come out, and I look forward to seeing you with us on June 22nd. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon, and as always, live well.